What's up guys? Welcome to AnimeKouhai. If you'd like to help me out, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel.
I've got my pride as a primal, you know? I can't just admit defeat. But deep down, I really don't want to end up butting heads with Noir anytime soon. It's pretty dreadful. I'm going to have to face off against Noir in battle. Why is this happening to me? I've always played by the rules. It's strange. Did someone catch wind of me sneaking snacks from Misery? Nah, I pinned that on one of my archdemon underlings, so I reckon I'm in the clear on that front. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it, but maybe I should see this as a chance for growth. I mean, I can't stand him. He doesn't lead a faction, he just does whatever he feels like, always messing with Sir Guy's affairs. He could take physical form whenever he wants, but he's not interested in that, much to my annoyance. In that same vein, it really bugs me that he's content with being just an archdemon, refusing to evolve into something better. Seems like he's shaking up the whole system. Noir is stirring trouble among the remaining factions, aiming for a three-way standoff. As a demon, he should play by the rules and evolve like the rest of us. I need to talk to him directly. He's tough, no doubt, but so am I. Victory might seem far-fetched, but you never know until you try. It all comes down to the matchup. Noir doesn't know my full potential, so he might be underestimating me. Exploiting that could turn the tables in my favor. With a positive mindset, I set out for our encounter, ready for whatever comes my way.
You know, I felt this intense, hostile glare, but I had other things on my mind. By the way, could you call me Diablo? Blue. Oh, sorry, you're Raine now, right?
His words reassured me. I thought he was all about himself, but he remembered my name. Maybe I misjudged him.
That's right. Sir Guy, the Rouge Demon Lord, gave me the name Raine. Quite different from being named by some unknown demon lord.
Feeling bolder, I decided to push his buttons a bit. I even called Sir Rimuru a mongrel. Funny thing, I actually like slimes, they're adorable. And Sir Rimuru seems like a capable demon lord, so I respect him. I thought riling up Noir, or Diablo, might work in my favor. Unfortunately, it backfired.
Do you seek death? Or perhaps, annihilation from existence itself? Let me fulfill your wishes.
His demeanor was gravely serious. Diablo seldom displays his emotions openly, so his intense fury caught me off guard.
Let's spar, Diablo. I've yearned for this chance since sensing your clash with Blanc in the Eastern Territories.
Externally, I maintained a facade of confidence, but internally, I was grateful for activating Mist. By creating a preemptive duplicate, I ensured I could rejoin the fray if needed. Facing an uncertain adversary without it would be foolish. In truth, I was captivated by Diablo and Blanc's confrontation. I've crossed swords with Blanc myself before, driven partly by envy. Diablo's focus on her intrigued me about her capabilities. Our prior encounter ended in a stalemate, thanks to Mist. Despite this, I refuse to admit defeat. I pride myself on my intellect and prowess. The only opponent I'll concede to is Sir Guy. As our skirmish intensified, doubts crept into my mind. Had I underestimated the situation? Drawing upon all my abilities, I sought to corner Diablo. Our magical reserves were evenly matched, offering a glimmer of hope for victory. Yet, I remained cautious. I knew Diablo wasn't unleashing his full power against me, a bitter truth I had to acknowledge.
Are you brooding? While you may still be acclimating to your physical form, that's no excuse for underestimating me.
Despite my retort, I couldn't deny Diablo's cunning. He was a formidable adversary, one of the few I considered a genuine threat. Unlike lesser foes, he wouldn't make amateur mistakes. Out of the blue, a complex array of magic circles materialized around me, each etched with radiant symbols. Hang on a sec. Weren't those holy spells the ones demons dread the most? It was a jolt, to say the least. Suddenly, I found myself bombarded by disintegration, Lady Rumina's trademark move, from every angle imaginable. In that moment, a seed of doubt sprouted. I might, just might, not come out on top. You were worried, weren't you? Well, don't fret, I emerged unscathed. What? Wasn't I just boasting about how Mist had me covered? No need to get caught up in details like that. Such rationality doesn't impress the ladies, you know. Sometimes, it's best to let emotions take the lead. Sharing feelings tends to make a stronger impact on women. Even on me. But Diablo's conduct toward me was rather rude. Can you believe he brought up another opponent mid-battle? Testarossa? Who's that, anyway? If she's such a big deal, why not introduce her on the spot? His behavior left me thoroughly peeved, but when I later discovered he meant Blanc, I was taken aback. Seriously? I needed a moment to process. Since when did Blanc warrant a name? I had half expected Diablo to see through my act. He's always been sharp, even back in his Noir days. So, in a way, I saw it coming, as annoying as it was. If anyone else had claimed that this multi-tiered disintegration wasn't his top move, I would have scoffed. Right now, the Testarossa situation loomed large, not just for me but also for Sir Guy, who kept an eye on things from his covert position. That's how serious things had gotten. Diablo had been singing Rimuru's praises non-stop. It grated on my nerves to hear him drone on with, "Oh, Sir Rimuru," but in between, he dropped these bombshells of information casually. Typical Diablo tactic, slick and infuriating. Sir Guy seemed equally annoyed, but he held back because of my current opponent. After some prodding, Diablo spilled more details, leaving me stunned. Turns out, Rimuru had roped in the other primals too. I didn't want to believe it, but reality hit hard. I'd been outplayed. It was a bitter pill to swallow, and it couldn't have come at a worse time. Blanc had morphed into Testarossa, Violet was now Ultima, and John had taken on the persona of Carrera. Our delicate equilibrium among the three factions in our circle crumbled in an instant. I'd hoped such a shift would happen gradually, over centuries maybe, but life's rarely that kind. We shouldn't be shackled by rules, we should live freely. I've always believed that's how demons should roll. But why not have some friendly competition among us? It doesn't sit right with me to all unite under one flag. We'd become an unstoppable force, and conflict would become obsolete. But now, this mess? It's disheartening. I'm starting to genuinely fear Rimuru. Before, the top threats on my list were that foolish demigod and the annoying noir, Diablo. But today, right now, Rimuru has taken the lead. Here's someone I knew I had to keep my eyes on. It was crucial not to provoke him under any circumstances, even if it meant swallowing my pride. Unlike Sir Guy, I stick to a certain code of conduct. I wouldn't dare risk getting on his bad side. Instead, I'll stick to the formalities and address him respectfully as Sir Rimuru. Yes, that's the plan. Let's stick to it. So, we pulled back, leaving the rest to Diablo. It was quite unusual. Sir Guy's main goal was to address the significant power he sensed brewing on this planet.
Well, I have faith that Sir Rimuru will handle it, whatever the outcome may be.
Diablo's bragging was becoming a bit of a habit, but seeing Sir Guy take it in stride was surprising. As a mere servant, I couldn't question his judgment. So, we let Sir Rimuru do as he pleased, and in the end, it turned out to be the wise choice, much to our relief. Sir Guy was deeply concerned about Lady Rumina's, who presided over the Western nations, which lightened his burden considerably. I felt the same, her duties were well beyond my capabilities. Anyway, it seemed like everything was sorted out, which was a positive outcome for us. It was a shame that Misery hadn't succeeded in her mission, but she was up against Blanc or Testarossa, so it wouldn't be fair to blame her.
Was she tough?
I didn't face her in combat, but she seemed formidable. Earning a name and a physical form allowed her to rise to the rank of demon peer. She's stronger than your average demon lord.
I'm not surprised. She gave me a run for my money in our last encounter, so if she's evolved, she could pose a real challenge for me. She's always been indifferent to victories and defeats. As long as she achieves her goals, she takes strategic setbacks in stride. Even in defeat, she remains unfazed. She used to be third on my list of adversaries, but she might have just slipped to fourth place. Oh, but the demigod has vanished, hasn't he? So, she remains in third place. Fascinating. Does this mean that the top spots on my list are now all aligned with Sir Rimuru? Carrera is quite formidable, and Ultima can be a significant threat if not approached carefully. If he's managed to bring them all under his control, I must commend his prowess.
Let's avoid provoking Sir Rimuru, shall we?
I'm intrigued by your sudden caution, but I understand your point, and I wholeheartedly agree. If anything, I should have given you that advice.
Well, that's rather presumptuous of you. I am fully capable of maintaining decorum around individuals of his stature.
Are you? Weren't you the one who suggested confronting Sir Guy? I find that hard to believe.
Oh, come on now. That was just youthful impulsiveness, you know? I've grown since then, and I won't repeat the same mistake. But anyway, that's how we began keeping a close watch on Sir Rimuru. Urgent news. Extremely troubling news. Sir Rimuru is truly exceptional. I encountered him for the first time, and it was remarkable how incredibly powerful he was. What? Didn't I see him at Walpurgis? Spare me. What I mean is that Sir Rimuru is so extraordinary that our previous encounter seems insignificant. That's the only way to describe it, and I doubt anyone else could do it better. Sir Rimuru even decided to evolve us. Can you believe it? But it's true. Despite being a demon, I always speak the truth. Now, I reckon we're in a position to lend Sir Guy a significant hand. Our strength has grown to a point where Sir Guy might barely deem us competent. Even if I were to take on all the members of the Octagram, I doubt we'd come out on top against any of them. It's a testament to the remarkable talent of the current generation. Well, maybe we could take down Lady Ramirez, but she doesn't quite fit the bill here. If she ever unleashed her full power, we'd be in for a world of hurt. And as much as I'd love to give that troublemaker Dino a piece of my mind, any attempt on my part would likely end up backfiring. So, I opt for restraint, showcasing my tolerance. But let's get back on track. Let's circle back to our evolutions. It all kicked off when Diablo beckoned Sir Guy. That signaled a trip to Sir Rimuru's domain. Although Sir Guy seemed cautious about Diablo's nudging, I briefly toyed with the idea of staying put, knowing I'd inevitably be dragged into the fray. But shirking my duties wasn't an option. Tagging along was definitely the right call. Sir Rimuru seemed unfamiliar with Lady Velzard, and they exchanged pleasantries. Then, he kindly introduced himself to me as well. He has a charm that's quite enchanting, wouldn't you say? I briefly pondered the idea of playing the role of a naive maiden and flirting shamelessly with him. But I thought better of it. I know when to rein in my impulses, aware that such antics could lead to trouble. It was the wise choice. And so began a delightful tea session. I watched from behind Sir Guy and noticed the uncanny similarities between him and Sir Rimuru. Their reactions to certain situations mirrored each other, indicating they were both dealing with Diablo's mischief. In that respect, they seemed more alike than different to me. My opinion of him has undeniably improved. However, other things caught my attention too. Firstly, Sir Rimuru's attendants stood out. One was introduced as Benimaru, but why did he possess such extraordinary strength, surpassing that of an average demon lord? The same applied to Shion beside him. She had clearly grown stronger since our last encounter. I sensed a subtle malevolent aura around her, leading me to wonder if she had acquired skills giving her an edge over demons. What could it be? I found myself unsure if I could still triumph in battle against her. Admitting such doubt would imply a decline in my worth, which I couldn't allow. So, I strived to maintain composure, though it demanded considerable effort.
That's it for this video, guys. Thank you for always watching my videos and supporting my channel. A big thanks to the AnimeKouhai patrons who made this video possible. Jared Bressler, Chadvota, Nate, JV, Dirty Old Hobo, Thomas, Edmund W. Edwards, Jay, Christ, Juan Ignacio, Joshua Cousins, Jose Hernandez, Vethelme. Thank you so much for helping out. I'll see you guys in the next video.